Hi, welcome to Mark Makes Comics. Today we're going to draw a ridiculous superhero. Okay, first thing you need is a pen, obviously, and a piece of paper. Now I'm going to start with a nice big superhero eyebrow, like that. It's curled down, not because he's angry, because he's intense. He's just ready to fight crime and make sure all the bad guys get stopped. Now, we're going to do his eyes. Now, we're not going to do the whole eye, because he's got his eyebrow curving round. We just need two eyes like that, kind of half eyes, with the usual dot inside. He's looking at something, okay? Now, we're going to do the part of his mask where you can see his face with this kind of shape like that, okay? It's kind of like a curvy kind of square. Then his nose. I'm doing a nose just like that. It's a droopy kind of nose with his superhero mouth, okay? He's got a straight mouth. He's not smiling, he's not angry, he's just got a straight, serious mouth. Now, this is the bit, is the other part of his mask where it covers his head. It's actually known as a cowl. A cowl. What is a cowl? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's just like this. It's a cowl. Everybody say cowl. 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 Okay? And now, add a little bit of detail. I like to do this and this. Again, turn the pen to the side or the point. You get the different thicknesses in line. And then I do a little bit around the eye and around there. And then just to really give his kind of intense frown, I do a couple more. It's kind of like creases in his cowl, okay? A couple of dings there like that. And now, these are the superhero bow thingies. Bow thingies are basically what the superheroes tie their capes with. The bow thingies, okay? Now, this guy is called One Long Arm Man. And One Long Arm Man has, yes, you've guessed it, one long arm. The first thing you do is this. Round like that. Okay? Then, back here, round like that. Look at these wonderful thicknesses and lines. The variation, it's thick, it's thin, it's thick again. It's amazing. Now, let's do his superhero glove. A line like that, with a couple of lines, kind of heading into a bit of a point, okay? Now, with his superhero fist, ready to clobber crime. Bit of detail here, look at that. Now you can add a little dings there, like that, okay? So he's one long arm. We've done it, we've drawn the one long arm. Now, we're gonna do his cape. Now his cape is kind of billowing, that's a good word, billowing in the background, like this, okay? It's a windy day, and his cape is billowing off like that, okay? You can show some lines like that to show it flicking up, okay? Now, we're going to draw the back of him. This is his back. He's crouching down, okay? And the same again, we're going to do the front. Just tuck it like that, okay? Behind his arm. Now, he has a belt. Obviously, all superheroes will have belts, otherwise their trousers would fall down. Okay? So he has a big belt buckle like this, with a thick line, and then a thin one inside. Superheroes tend to have, they have no pockets in their trousers, but they have pockets on their belts. Or this guy does, at least. So he has a little kind of pocket thing, with a little flap, and a circle inside it. That is his pocket. Now, join the pocket to the belt, the buckle, with 1, 2 lines. It's that easy. And if you want, you can add a couple of belt thingies. No one knows what they're called. They're just called belt thingies. Remember that, okay? Now, we're going to draw the bottom of his body, like that. Okay, another curve shape for the curve-shaped fans out there. And now, let's have a dynamic pose. Let's do 1, 2 lines like that, okay? And behind, and we're going to leave these two now, and we're going to do his leg. This is his front leg. Now we're going to do his leg from the back there, and that comes down like that, okay? Like that. And then you can do, because we're kind of running out of space, but that makes it more dramatic, you can now do his little superhero boot. Like that, okay? Little dings there, maybe a little detail there. Look at that, just makes it look more fun. So, we know we've got his leg here, and around about here, I'm going to do a line like that. So that's where his trouser stops, or his tights, his superhero tights stop, and his boot starts. And we're going to do this shape, kind of like a squashed kind of loaf of bread shape, or maybe even a ciabatta, okay? And then, to add the angle, for the angle fans out there, this could be the flat shoe, which is basically like this one here. But it looks a bit funny if it's like that. So, to show the angle and where we're coming in with like the imaginary camera almost, we do another one shaped like that. That now is become, very simply, by doing a thinner version of this shape, the sole of his superhero boot. And on the bottom of his superhero boot, no, it's not diamonds. Paul Simon has got nothing to do with this. We're going to do lines like this. Okay? Now, check this guy out. Look at him. He's one long arm man. And what does one long arm man need? Yes, of course. He needs one short arm. And his short arm is here, like that. Da, da. Okay? And we're going to do around like that. And we're going to use glove like that. And around like that. I've done that so fast. Look at that. Well, you can do it fast as well. You guys are professionals now. And look at that. Everything's neatly in its place. It's almost like I planned it. But I didn't. I've just done this. Okay? One long arm man with one short arm. And he's doing a little... he's got his leg. Look at these. With just a couple of little lines, you can show a bit of movement. The same here. He's wobbling around. He's ready to fight crime. And then we do a little swirly thing like that to show his legs come up in a dynamic pose. Pow! And then the last thing we do, as always, is we turn it to one side and we find somewhere where we would like to put our initials. I'm going to put my initials right here. MJ for Mark Jackson. You can put something different because your name might be totally different than mine. All right? Fantastic. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you draw a ridiculous superhero. Oh, hang on a second. He's got to look more ridiculous. Let's put something ridiculous on his head. There you go. Now he looks totally ridiculous with these little... it's almost like he's got a glove or a rubber glove on the top of his head. Fantastic. Please share your amazing, ridiculous superheroes with me. Hashtag Mark Makes Comics, that's Mark with a C, or at me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Again, Mark Makes Comics, Mark with a C. I would love to see your drawings. Oh, hang on a second. One's coming in right now. How fast was that? As fast as a superhero. Look at that. It's fabulous. What an amazing rendition of One Long Arm Man by a young lady named Florence Jackson. A round of applause for Florence. Great job, Florence, and great job you. Please keep drawing and enjoy yourself. And remember, stay safe.